Hey, Sassy fam. Welcome to your Sunday check-in. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. Last week we did the full moon reading, saw some cool stuff there, and in this upcoming week is Celtic Cross, one of our favorites, in-depth, the whole thing, you name it. So, hope you're looking forward to that. I know I did. Let's see what's going on. Just thank you all so much for your positive feedback about my daughter's abilities. I just had the full comprehensive meeting not too long ago this week, and well, let's put it this way. We kind of understand now where her kind of social disengagement was coming from, which was one of the issues we were looking at. It's because she needs more challenge, not less. So let's put it that way. She needs more challenge with peers, more at her cognitive development skills. So it's been an amazing thing. So if that's what she needs, by golly, she's going to have a very comprehensive 6th grade schedule, which we've talked about, and she's looking forward to it. So she'll be trying all sorts of things. Again, she's kind of experiencing what I know I've talked about before on this channel about skills and abilities and experience, time, energy, and effort. And I know from my own childhood what it's like to constantly be told, slow down, slow down, slow down. And it's always frustrating for me, at least growing up, and sometimes still as an adult I experience this. I just want to scream at other people, why can't you speed up? So that's what she was more or less experiencing in these past couple of years in elementary school. Now we know why. That frustration of always feeling like she can do more, capable of doing more, taking on more. And technically she very much can. And now we know where that frustration's coming from. So if that's what she needed, was more engagement academically, she's got it. 6th grade is going to be really wild for her, and I'm looking forward to it. By the way, everything that we are signing her up for is by her choice. I always emphasize choice. If you are regular to my channel, you know this. It's free will, okay? I would never push her or pin her into anything she didn't want to do. She either wants to do it or she doesn't. End of discussion. So everything we've got her signed up for in 6th, that is 100% my daughter. And I'm so excited for her and these opportunities. But again, thank you all so much for your fantastic support and understanding. That was just my own sense of being overwhelmed. So hopefully now that we've gotten past the biggest portion of revelation and this is what we're doing now, I can get back to doing some other things for the channel. Other than that, no updates. Today we're just going to do a brief check-in for everybody, so a 369 as I call it, and this time we're going to do a 3-card clarifier on top of that instead of charms. Like always, take it resonates, leave it does not, and if there's more than one energy clearly apparent to you on this board today, then you reverse those energies as you see fit. These are, after all, general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may not resonate. Normal. Frustrating but normal. Check your other placements. You will find yourself in there somewhere. Like always, your sign will be time-stamped in the description box as well as the comments I got you. You guys, I will see you at your sign. Leo, what's up? What's going on? Show me Leo, please. What's going on for Leo? What's going on, please, for Leo? Show me Leo. Show me Leo. What's going on, please, for Leo? Once more, I'm using the Earth Real Visions Luna deck. What's going on? The 8 of Wands, 6 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. Okay, relatively soon, actually. We'll get back to that. Hold on. Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor. Wow, beautiful, 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 beautiful. King of Wands, there you are, darling. 2 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. I love this. Something for you is clearing up, and it's clearing up relatively soon. There is clearly more than one energy apparent on this board today. I don't know if you see that. 8 of Wands, 6 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, soon. Soon is the operative word. Communication either coming from yourself or towards yourself. I do not know, as the 6 of Cups is here, so that automatically has kind of 2 energies imprinted on this. 3 of Pentacles, we'll call it friendship for now. This is someone we've known for a long time, and we are actively communicating with this person soon. It looks light, it looks easy, and it looks cooperative. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles, cooperative here with the 6 of Cups. Project work, just getting along, getting reacquainted with this person. Perhaps it's been a minute, I don't know. But the communication as well as the connectivity is here, showing up, and like I said, soon. Jump on over, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Wow. These two folks are really getting along quite well. And it's funny because I have two prominent feminine energies here, backed up by a masculine. So I don't know what that's about, but even though these two folks seem to be like, here's my gentle side, this is my gentle side, this is my nurturing side, this is my loving side, someone is being banked or backed by the Emperor here. It feels good. We feel good. We feel strong in our decision to connect with this person. Something about that brings out a sense of empowerment in connecting with this individual. It feels really right, and someone's happy they made the decision because they can stand by it. So these two folks are getting along remarkably well. What the context is, I don't know. It just looks like initially we're excited to be talking with this person. Okay. A little further out, King of Wands, Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, whatever sense of confusion or I don't know what to do attached to you, specifically that is yours. King of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, wherever there might have been Two of Pentacles, hesitation, I don't know what to do with this, that's actually being eliminated with the Eight of Pentacles. That is diligent work, time, energy, and effort spent on a particular area of your life. It may have nothing to do with this up here. So if in the general sense, in your 3D world, something was hanging in a time of, or a time of deliberation, back and forth, we don't have a clear answer, but we need to solve this, but it's ongoing, okay? Whatever that is, we'll be working through it. Eight of Pentacles, there it is. We're crafting something here. It could be true that some of you have more than one job. That could easily be that interpretation as well. I'm seeing it as wherever there was confusion lingering, it's time to tidy this up. The work's coming through. You seem to be at the spearhead of it and doing quite well. All right. Any advice, please, for Leo? But I do like this connection here. It does look soft and lovely and friendly, but old souls, that kind of thing, getting along quite well. Advice, please, for Leo. Let's get some advice, please, for Leo. I don't think you need it, though. Everything's looking quite nice. King of Wands, there you are again. The Ace of Wands. Page of Wands, look at you. You look so excited. You look really excited. There it is. I see that right here on the opening, but it's quite manageable. There you are. King of Wands, Ace of Wands, Page of Wands. That's a lot of personal authority, but nice, light. It's so refreshing. It's so refreshing. It's so engaging. It's so interested. It's so curious. It's so intrigued. A little bit of passion, absolutely. What's Leo without some passion, you know what I'm saying? But there's this idea here of excited opportunity. We're reacting to this. We're engaging with it. We're trying to keep our energy light and fresh. And I want to meet this where it is. And I want to feel the sense of renewal and hope. And this could be a good thing for me. Let's open up towards it. You are just, I love this. You're the right kind of jazzed up. It's not like over the top. It suits you very well. So whatever it is you're opening up towards and you're greeting it with a certain level of enthusiasm, hope, and all that beautiful stuff, it suits you quite well. And I do see it hearkening back specifically to your opening right about here. Okay. And then after that, things start to fall into place for you. You know, things seem to, if there was any particular kinks in your everyday works, that's getting smoothed out too. Leo, this is wonderful. I hope this suits you. You know, I hope it fits you. I hope it resonates with you because it's awesome. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Sag, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Sagittarius. What's going on, please, for Sag? Show me Sag. Show me Sag. What's going on, please? Show me Sagittarius. Okay, what's going on? The High Priestess, the Emperor. Oh, Two of Swords. Okay. Somewhere between your sense of intuition and your sense of empowerment, you will see something that you need to see. Two of Swords. Let's keep going. Ten of Swords, the Tower. There it is. There it is. There's the learning component. Okay. A little further out, Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands, Two of Wands. In future, you will look back on this and understand that it was correct. So, rest assured. I like this. I like how you entered into something that says this is problematic, but I'm prepared to deal with it at every level that I have. So whatever this Two of Swords is that to you that represents confusion, you're saying you do not want it to get the better of you. You expect results. You expect results intuitively and then also from a sense of empowerment. You're saying it's on me to make a decision and to see something for what it is. If there must be a result, I need to be fully aware what the situation is. So there's something here that for probably maybe a hot minute, you weren't trying to see it with the Two of Swords. It's this active blindness, and you're saying that's not good enough. That's not who I am. I need to step into this. So the High Priestess and the Emperor. So that's beautiful energy to rise to the occasion of clearing something up. And it is. So you're trying to feel your way around it. Okay. And empowerment here with the Emperor to do something about it. Ten of Swords, the Tower, the Hanged Man. There's something here about an ending that says, perhaps I did not see so at the time, but I see it now for what it is. And it was a good thing. I agree. The Tower is doing away with the things that we had in place to protect ourselves or we believe we did. So this is how we choose to see something. This is how we choose to perceive something. So our mind will create an origin story or a myth or a legend surrounding a difficult concept if it means we can handle it better. And when we're finally ready as human beings to see something for what it was, how it really happened, we get into that place of, I want to see this now. I don't want to create a fantasy around a particular subject anymore. I don't want to believe any more false truths. I need to see something for what it was. So whatever ending that was here, and that was some time ago with the Hanged Man, it was over time that at some point you got into a space where you could see the situation for what it is. That's the takeaway here. That's the important piece. Because that kind of impactful lesson here with the Tower about that ending suggests, okay, if something like this happens again in future, we will be better equipped to understand it, to see it for what it is, and handle it appropriately from this point forward. It proved to be a rather significant value to you then, but perhaps we couldn't see it that way. We can see it and learn from it now, and that's the point. And you've learned quite a bit with the Hanged Man. And when we're really open to the truth, man, I'll tell you what, it's an amazing experience. There's so much we can do with it from that point forward, particularly in our own sense of involvement, spiritual or otherwise. In the future, Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Two of Wands, with this insight level understanding and you incorporating it, learning from it, you're actually setting yourself up for a particularly joyous platform in the future that suggests I know myself and I want to be open now. Ace of Wands, new opportunity, new energy, new insight, and also P.S., a really strong sense of I can make healthy, happy decisions for me. Two of Wands. You're really saying I want to step into my own in future. It's like I see this ending for what it is. I see that now. I can handle it. I was able to handle it, and I still can. And you're going to see yourself ready for a kind of refreshed sense of self, spirit, and like I said, new opportunities in future. Quite lovely. Excellent progress. And this is happening all relatively soon. Wonderful. Any advice, please, for Sag? Any advice, please, for Sag? Any advice, please, for Sagittarius? What those new opportunities are in the future, I don't know, but you'll be deciding on them accordingly, and it's going to feel good. Eight of Cups, Seven of Wands, Two of Cups. I'm saying this as one of the lessons from the Tower. Okay. Eight of Cups, Seven of Wands, Two of Cups. This notion that we weren't impacted or hurt, okay, because we said so. Eight of Cups, no. There's something here about the union of emotional reciprocity. It was there this whole time. Two of Cups. Whatever this Tower or Ten of Swords represents, it ended in love. It did. It was not for the absence of it, but indeed it was there by both people. So that tells me then there was a misconception about how this ended. Okay. What you will do with that, I don't know, but for some of you that is simply confirmation of what was learned and or experienced. Okay? Sag, I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Aries, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Aries, please. Hanged Man for some of you. Some of you are trying to go upside down, get into a relaxed state so you can think about something more quietly. Okay? What's going on, please? What's going on, please, for Aries? All right, what's going on? Ten of Wands, Eight of Swords, the Emperor. There you are. Okay. Two of Wands, Two of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Come along now. Come along now. Six of Wands, King of Swords, the Five of Wands. Okay. Okay. There's something here, and this is hearkening back, I believe, to your full moon reading. In case you didn't see that. It was from last week, which did not go over well. Once more, you guys, when I see things for you, be they good or bad, it has nothing to do with my own sense of personal direction towards the collective. It's the cards of the cards, okay? But yeah, you know, there you go. If you didn't like that reading, okay, I understand. It's not a popularity contest. It's for those who need it. And I'm saying something similar here today. You are weighed down quite heavily, and you can't quite see how or why. You just seem to understand it's your responsibility. Ten of Wands, Eight of Swords, the Emperor. I know that you are doing the best you can. That is the definition of the best you can. But you also can't see how that sense of burden can be alleviated. You're saying, once more, it's all on me. And with that Emperor energy, we can absolutely 1,000% reinforce that will, if that's what we see or don't see. Eight of Swords suggests we're not looking too hard because we're convinced that we're the only ones who can carry that Ten of Wands. And as I say all the time, if you're going to have a Ten of Wands, it needs to be the Ten of Wands by your choice. Okay. So I'm very curious about your Ten of Wands here. I understand you're in charge of it. I understand that you say this is your gig. Okay? But what is it that you can't see to help alleviate the pressure of that Ten of Wands? That's what I'm curious about. That's what I'd like to clarify. That Eight of Swords right there. Two of Wands, Two of Swords, Page of Pentacles. I know you want to make the best possible decision for yourself, but you're not in a place right now where you can see what that is exactly. Okay. And a big chunk of that is from when this is taking up so much of your time and space, as I believe it is, you're going to have that kind of energy of Page of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Two of Swords. I can't really see a solution. It's not obvious, and the things I'm coming up with don't seem to be that impactful anyway, Page of Pentacles, so let's just keep on what we've been doing. Again, I'd want to challenge that. I'd want to push back on that. I'd want to dive deeper into that. What does that mean? Okay. And then in the future for you, Six of Wands, King of Swords, Five of Wands. Now, this is where I actually feel pretty good for you. I'm seeing some relief for you because you are, it looks like at some point soon, squashing beef. And it does seem to involve others. Okay? It does look external. And you are addressing this with some confidence. So that Five of Wands, again, I'm saying it's external, not internal. You're showing me with some measure of confidence, having made up your mind, you're going to push back on your own a little bit too. Okay? So whatever this is represents a function that's not making your life easier. Right? And you do want that to stop. And I'm glad that you feel confident that you can approach this and, like I said, squash some sort of beef that's kicking up around you. And one of the things you associate with the heaviness and not able to break through with it in terms of making decisions, that doesn't seem to carry back to, well, it's not a priority right now. I don't know how to break this tension up. Something's going to come forward that's going to allow you to step into more power that says, oh, actually, yes, I can. Okay, that's the Aries I want to see. The one that says, actually, yes, I can deal with this. And it doesn't just have to be me that carries all of it. P.S. Once more, you know, you never want to doubt Aries' ability to carry something. But it's also one of those same things that can famously, all that carrying the weight, I have to do it on my own. It's one of the things classically for Aries that can turn your blessed positive fire into something negative. Okay? Know when to say no. Okay? Know when to ask for help. Know when to give your ideas more room to breathe, to help alleviate some of the stress that's surrounding you. All right? That would be my only advice to you. Well, actually, that's me, though. Let's get some real advice for you from Spirit, Universe, etc. Show me, Aries. Let's get some advice, please, for Aries. Let's get some advice, please, for Aries. Three of Cups, King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Again, looking back, I'm thinking and I'm reflecting on your full moon reading. Here is an emotional resource for you that's available to alleviate the situation. And I got so much heck for so many of you. I don't have that person. The Aries I was talking to did, but we didn't want to actually address it till we absolutely had to. So there is something here, again, once more, where I'm saying emotional relief for you, and you feel a lot better, but it's in conjunction with someone else. We have to connect with this person to alleviate the emotional heaviness. This will help make a difference for you in future when you can push back on those who are pushing back on you. Whomever this is, and it's literally another person, King and Queen of Cups here, we connect with them. There's the heaviness that alleviates in our hearts, that it gives us some room to help you turn around and again push back on those who are pushing on you. They're not carrying their fair share, you know? And that's part of the Aries collective. So once more, if this isn't for you, no need to be upset or frustrated about it. Check your other placements. I'm clearly tapped into a particular Aries collective at the moment. It might change next week or a month from now. I don't know. Okay? But it's looking like we are entering the height of that particular activity. When we connect with that one person, and you may not know who they are yet, keep that in mind. That gives us some sense of emotional reassurance that we're a good person and that we're doing these things for the right reasons and that we are loved and supported. That is going to make a big difference between keep putting up with this and not knowing what to do versus, you know what, I've been putting up with this way too long. We connected with our friend. They gave us some emotional support, relief, something. 3 cups isn't a lot, guys, but it was what you needed. They allowed you to... Okay. Y'all have been squabbling. Here's some food for thought. And you can push back on those who've been pushing on you. Okay? You guys don't seem to understand. I don't want you to carry that level of excess weight. I want you to have support. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's been there. And it's going to be connecting with it soon. It's going to take off a lot of the pressure I'm seeing here today. So let's be celebratory for these people who are in our lives. Okay? Anything, a good word, a positive note, something. Something. That'll be just the right influence at just the right time to help alleviate some of that stress. This is someone who doesn't add to it, they help take away from it. And then I see you using that energy to push it outwards on the situation. Okay? You know, use your powers wisely, for you have many of them. I want you to know that. Aries, being Aries isn't, it's just all on me and I'm the only one who can do it. That's not Aries. Okay? Aries says, my empowerment includes knowing when to give other people responsibility, so I don't just assume to take it all on myself. Okay? Cardinal fire does not equal doormat. Okay, which again, not an insult or a judgment. Okay? Take it back to the intro. Resonates, doesn't resonate, etc. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Aquarius, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Aquarius, please. What's going on for Aquarius? Show me Aquarius. What's going on, please, for Aquarius? Let's do one more. Show me Aquarius. There we go. Let's see Aquarius, please. Oh, 10 of Wands. Okay, the Lovers, a little different. I was about to say, Aries kicked it off that same way, but this one's different. This one's real different. We got some tension with a strong connection. Four of Swords, King of Cups, Death. Ay, 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 yeah. Five of Cups, Temperance, the Sun. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing you shore up your sense of resolve here. Look, you got a strong connection, no doubt, and it drives you absolutely crazy. It angers you, frustrates you. It sucks. Nobody wants to see that level of connection here. That twisted up and difficult. No one should feel like their lover's energies they have to carry, or it's a burden, or perhaps it's not a lover's connection. It just represents something that used to represent that level of strength. I don't know, because we're so frustrated with it. There's something about this, and it's a very strong something. It does literally not feel the way it used to, or it's supposed to. It really feels like a reckoning or understanding that whatever this is perhaps wasn't the connection we had hoped it would be. I see you spending more time fighting for the idea of it as opposed to actually believing in it. Because that's happening in reality. That's a lot of fire. That's a lot of negative fire around what should be, again, a strong connection. It just doesn't feel like one. So it makes me think the frustration from you is coming from the space of, why aren't you like this? Why aren't we a strong connection? Why? So there's this idea here that it's supposed to be there, but it's not. It's like you're fighting for the lovers that's not a lovers, which means it could be any other connection, but you still want it to mean something to you, or they do, I don't know. Lovers is automatically two. And the resistance here is high. It's like you're tired of carrying this idea, this notion that this connection is something more than it isn't. We don't want to keep, that's what I'm saying, we don't want to carry something that has a false construct. And it does feel like this sense of, you're supposed to be my ultimate person, then why am I so fucking happy about it? Now, I say that given over here, Four Swords, the King of Cups, Death. After much rest and consideration that I think you need, there's an understanding here, and it's blunt as hell, honey. It's a blunt axe. It really is. But after much rest and consideration, we understand that the love here is, that cinnamon, that the love here is not. So therefore, how could it be a strong, forever, long-lasting sort of connection? So I feel like you spend more time fighting for the idea of this as opposed to feeling it and want to understand that there's no love in this. Then how could it possibly be the lovers? Because the lovers, by definition, is love. You know. We're going to have a rest on this one. Okay? We are. And if you can believe it, in due course, as blunt as that energy is too for you in the future, it's also incredibly accurate. I don't know how long it's going to take, so don't rush the process because Temperance is here. And while there is much sadness and regret and loss and everything else, I promise you, you will feel a lot better in time. Okay, Temperance in the Sun, you will find your happiness again. It's going to take a minute. It's going to take a hot minute. It's a hard day when you understand the connection that you want to be your forever after. You want it to be your happily ever after. You spend that much time trying to convince yourself and that person that this connection is the ultimate one, that they're the one. You have to keep yourself convinced. You have to keep the other person maybe convinced, and there's fighting and tension. You're like, hey, wait a minute. If we're so hot, how come my love for this is so dead? Okay. Five of Cups. So I know that there's sadness, honey, but I promise you, Temperance in the Sun, in due course, in due time, you will feel radiant and happy once more. Okay. Let's get some advice, please. But on your own. Okay. On your own. Just to be clear, I see you entering in with this frustration. But after some rest, we understand the truth of the feeling here. Or its absence. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please, for Aquarius. Ten of Wands. I understand. King of Cups. There it is again. The Star. I understand. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You're literally between these points of this is really hard. I spend most of my time fighting with this connection. And that King of Cups finally understands the truth that the heart's not in it. You're still at this point now where you still see it as the Star. Because you love this. You have been willing to fight for it under the context of your vision. That doesn't mean it's an actual lover's connection. So like I said, I feel like you spend more time trying to convince yourself that this is the one than actually feeling the truth of it. I think you want it to mean more to you than it's actually presenting itself, and that's not an accusation, guys. The thing is with the Star, it's not the same as the Lovers. It's your deepest desire of love that says, I need this to be more than it is. But we can't ignore reality. If we ignore reality, we'll come up with all sorts of crazy shit. The only way you can know something's a star is if you're on the pathway. You're on the pathway with this, and you spend most of your time fighting for what it's supposed to be in your eyes. That doesn't mean that it is. Or rather, what it's supposed to be in your heart. That doesn't mean what it is. I have never seen so much resistance from a lover, so that kind of tells me they're not. They're not the one. They're not the connection. It's a vision you're trying to maintain, and it doesn't want to be maintained. Okay. It doesn't mean that there's a fault with you. It just meant a lot more to you than it did to the other side. So it's one-sided, it's unrequited, or simply put, the connection doesn't mean the same to them. Okay, that's it, guys. It's not an accusation. Don't take it as one. You will understand these things soon enough for the Aquarius I'm looking at today. I do hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Gemini, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Oh, there you are, right there on the split, honey. Hopefully some of you are feeling pretty good about yourselves. Lovely. Show me. Show me Gemini, please. Show me Gemini. Show me Gemini. What's going on, please, for Gemini? Oh, okay. Interesting split. Just like the collective. Six of Wands, Four of Cups, Ace of Cups. Beautiful. That's good to see that. The Hierophant, Four of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Two of Swords, the Devil. Oh, yeah, threw in a little twist. Well, what's the Gemini rating without a little twist? Six of Wands, Four of Cups, the Ace of Cups. You know, I can tell that you've been feeling a little down, but you're starting to get a little pick-me-up over here. Don't quite know what that is, but in that respect of it's been hard for you a little bit to kind of refreshen your cup, the Ace of Cups. I see you in a union with somebody, okay, specifically a commitment. And while you're saying it's been hard, it's been really hard to feel confident about your love energy in this. It's been hard for you to kind of keep the cup, like I said, replenished, full, happy, healthy. Four Cups, there has been some outstanding disappointment in your heart space, but you're saying you are starting to feel some relief in there, a little bit. A little more confident about your love energies. It hasn't been easy. I don't know how long that Four of Cups has been there, because that can be pretty outstanding. It can stay there for a long time. But you're saying that you have been doing better to kind of refresh your own particular heart space, how you love yourself, and then therefore in connection to someone else. So the energy is rising just a wee bit, okay? We move along a little bit more. The Hierophant, Four of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. That's perfectly respectable. That's a long-standing commitment, specifically long-standing commitment of a relationship. Four of Wands, nor Hierophant necessarily guarantee marriage, but those two together, it's a long-standing commitment of some type. And back it up with the Seven of Pentacles. It's a long-standing commitment that is based in reality. It's the Seven of Pentacles. So I can see that the relationship and or commitment here is a little bit more on the, well, not much is going on, but it's here and it's mine. That's not an insult. It's just literally facts. I'm saying facts. Relationship, commitment, it's been here a hot minute. Seven of Pentacles, it doesn't necessarily grow fast like it used to, but yeah, we have a steady rhythm. We have our ways, we're settled with each other, that kind of thing. So these energies are incredibly settled. They know each other like the back of their hand, that kind of thing. Like, this ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Okay. So you have been, like I said, trying to find or get reacquainted with your better, more positive feelings for your heart space for yourself and this connection, and you're experiencing some relief now as we speak. Page of Cups, Two of Swords, the Devil. Now, something remains in your heart. It doesn't look too outstanding at this point, but there's a curious factor in here for you that suggests sometimes you get worried, you get scared about the direction of your heart space. And it may not be much with that Page of Cups. And it may not seem like much with that Two of Swords. Just with the Devil behind it, it could be a growing concern. So I'd rather you check in with that sooner rather than later about the direction of your heart space. Specifically, will you still feel the same? Or will it always be kind of like a struggle to understand your feelings over and over again for this ongoing relationship? So it's starting to turn a little bit devilish, okay? We caught the early stages of a devil energy here, and it's internal. It's like, how am I going to feel about this in another 5 years, though? Am I still going to be in that space where I kind of have to work hard to remember my feelings for this? And it grows there a little bit. I don't want it to be too outstanding. Everybody's got a devil, guys. I have to say that all the time because it's like when the card shows up, it's like I'm judging you. No, baby, that's the cards. Everybody gets a devil because we all have one. You know, and if you think you don't, that's your devil. You will always have a blind spot so long as you reject the worst parts of yourselves or the underdeveloped parts of yourself or whatever. The compromised parts of yourself, the unconsolidated parts of yourself. That's all the devil is. So how big and angry and nasty he is, it completely depends on how much you know about it. So right now you have a little one growing, you know. I just don't want it to get out of proportion or out of control. But there's this idea of emotional sustainability. Is it always going to be like this? Or I have to kind of remember to love this situation? Because it's been ongoing. So I want you to check in with yourself about that. What is it that the emotional self there's a fear there, a little bit of a fear, concern that I'm always going to have to check in with my heart space. Remember that I still love myself and love this thing. I'd want to look in on that. Okay? I want to look in on that. Let's get some advice, please. Show me some advice, please, for Gemini. Let's get some advice, please, for Gemini. Ace of Swords, King of Cups, Judgment. Yeah, you have a burgeoning, and I mean burgeoning truth. Ace of Swords, King of Cups, Judgment. You know being in love and having a full heart is part of the gig for you. This is important to you, Judgment. You know what your heart's abilities and therefore capabilities are. You know how strongly, like this is knowledge, Ace of Swords, about how strong your heart is. You've known this. It's just perhaps you lose sight of it. So that's where the burgeoning is coming in, Judgment. We want you to remember, Spirit wants you to remember the strength of your own heart as well as your convictions of that truth. You know how strongly you can love. Don't lose sight of that. Okay, don't lose sight of that. I'm not saying to force yourself to love a situation that perhaps you question. What I'm saying is do not forget the own strength of your particular heart and what its emotional needs are. That's as much a lesson as anything else. It's attached to you. Okay? All right, Gemini, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Libra, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me, Libra, please. What's going on for Libra? Show me, Libra, please. What's going on, please, for Libra? Show me, Libra. Okay. The World, Knight of Swords, the Ace of Cups. Okay, interesting. Ace of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, yes. Queen of Wands. Okay, good, good, good. The Hanged Man, not yet. The Lovers, the Sun, yeah. Yes. Whenever we open with a World or a Six of Swords, my first thought is, where did you come from? I see what you're opening up into. That's a non-issue. I'm very curious about what preceded it, that which closed out. That's how the world works. Your approximation is fantastic. The World, Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups. I don't know where you came from. That's okay. I'm more interested about where you're going. You are opening up into a brand new cycle with some speed and determination to kind of have your heart's way and your fire's way. Your love and your passion are both here. They're literally banking each other. As far as I can tell, this is one seamless line or seamless opening. You are on your way, taking strides, and therefore not being passive. People tell me they want all the time, and then they fail to do anything to achieve said want, which means I don't take their star seriously, the universe doesn't either, and then you get a whole bunch of nada. So that's not where you are today, my friend. You're like, I know what to do. Knight of Swords. I'm opening up, having exited something else. An Ace of Cups, an Ace of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and Queen of Wands. You're saying, I've made up my mind, thus my actions speak for themselves. I speak and act accordingly to my wishes. You are on a determined, and I would almost say fierce, but knowledgeable pathway for your heart's content, your passion content. Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and you're putting real work into this. Like I said, you're not playing around, you're doing it. You're showing me active participation in new. I want new opportunities. I need to blaze that trail. I'm putting real work into this. Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Some of you are just feeling so darn good right now because you're taking yourself seriously. When you take yourself seriously, it shows, right? If you have a goal and you back up said goals, you take yourself seriously. But you still have a lightness attached to you with that Queen of Wands that says, ambition. You can't hold me back. Don't try, right? I love that. It's beautiful. This whole thing is just amazing. Are you quite good at your work? Absolutely. Dedicated, creative, passionate as well. But you're also saying, I want to apply those same constructs to new opportunities. Okay. In the future, I got news for you, honey. It's going to happen. Just a little bit of a delay. The Hanged Man, couldn't say. Honestly, don't know. The Lovers, the Sun. I see you embracing someone with a certain intensity in future. And it's a beautiful embrace. Very beautiful. But it might take a minute. The Lovers, the Sun. It's good. It's a beautiful embrace. You're making things happen because you know you can, because you know you want to. And in your insistence, and it's a beautiful insistence of generating the activity that is correct for you, you will have the results to back up your efforts in future. It's a beautiful connection. It's very warm. I can feel its warmth from here. It's lovely. Perhaps some of you then, summer is your reference because it literally feels like the sun's on me. Like a kind of beach scenario, outdoor scenario. It does feel very warm. It's warm without being sweltering. Let's put it that way. That's absolutely beautiful. All right. I love it when people back up their actual thoughts, wishes, wants, and intents, goals. When they back it up, it shows. And the more you take yourself seriously, so too does the universe and puts you on the path accordingly. That's how it works, guys. You know, that's how it works. It's the law of attraction. But in order to abide by the law of attraction, you have to move towards or make movements in your own interest that suggest I'm interested in attracting. Otherwise, the law will not meet you halfway, you know, quarter way, 1/3 of the way, something, you know. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please. Again, I don't think you need it. What's going on, please? Four of Swords, rest, King of Swords, having made up your mind, Nine of Swords, anxiety. Yeah, okay. Whatever it is that you are coming from, the background of noisy, loud thoughts, you took that to table and then you took it to rest, okay? You got on board with you. It's kind of like saying, yes, I'm stressed out. Sometimes, yes, I am anxious about my own decision-making, therefore my actions. But you're like, is that enough to stop me? The answer is no, okay? Whatever mental anxiety provocations you had that were negative, like I said, you took them to table or you took them to rest. Literally. I'm saying you've rested enough, it's time to start acting. So the Knight of Swords is the King of Swords' personal knight. So at some point you stopped resting and reassuring yourself and you started acting. You got out of your head, in other words. So some of you have been hanging back for a hot minute up here, which I understand that. Trust me, I do. I have a lots of Libra in my chart. Yeah. So I understand. I do. I hope this helped you. Congratulations. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Taurus, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Taurus, please. Of course, once more, happy birthday to you. What's going on, please? Show me Taurus. Show me Taurus. What's going on, please, for that Taurus collective? Show me Taurus. Show me Taurus. Okay. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. Doesn't seem to be the space in your heart right now, honey. Okay. Knight of Wands, Five of Wands, and King of Cups. Oh, so much tension around the same subject. A little further out, Two of Wands, Page of Cups, the Knight of Swords. Okay. It's not much, but it seems to alleviate some of the tension, and that's all I care about. So long as you're consolidated, that's what matters. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the Ace of Cups. You know, it doesn't seem to be much space in your heart right now. I think you want there to be more space, and the conflict I'm seeing for you is that there simply isn't. And it frustrates you. It does. It's like you check in with yourself periodically, and you're like, you feel detached. You don't quite understand why. You know you have an Ace of Cups in there. You know you have the capacity for full heart, possibly new love energies, but you're like, no, no, no. And you feel kind of distanced, like I said, detached, even possibly lethargic. There's a sense of Two of Pentacles. It's been like this for a hot minute. Nothing seems to get better, but you still have that odd occasional feeling of I want more, but we can't engage with more. So I see you going back and forth on this Two of Pentacles. It's like, do I have any more space, or am I any more interested? Kinda, yeah, no, maybe. And it's not consolidated. It's not a consolidated feeling. Therefore, I don't see you taking it anywhere. Okay. Neither expansion nor subtraction. Okay, everything that currently stands in there in terms of mixed emotions and how you perceive your sense of feeling and direction stands. Okay. Let's keep going. Knight of Wands, Five of Wands, the King of Cups. Your energy is starting to make more demands. And it's actually a healthy fight. It's a healthy fight. It's you, I believe, energetically trying to rile yourself up to do something, because there is that sense of restlessness in there. Not enough to poke you or prod you in any particular direction, but just enough for you to check in with yourself and saying, Taurus, do we want more yet? No, we still don't know? Okay, back off. And there's something, though, in your passion that's not satisfied with that answer. There is a sense of hope, joy, inspiration, and hey, let's get going. We need to do, I don't like this hanging back, lethargy. I'm not into it. So there's a part of you that is fighting back, and it says, I want results, bruh. I want results, sis. Can we do something, please? So your Knight of Wands, Five of Wands, that is present, clear day, restless energy that is really trying to override this long-standing sense of I want more, but not really, not enough to do anything about it. And your Knight of Wands says, look, I need more. And you can go ahead and keep fighting me on this, but I want to wake up and do things now. So there is indeed parts of you that are waking up, and sometimes it can probably feel like a violent push and pull within you, because that's an internal Five of Wands that I'm seeing today. It's directly crossing your heart space, and guess what? Your King of Cups is actually quite pleased, because this is progress compared to the non-progress of kind of casually checking in with yourself. Well, now your spirit and your energy wants more to do. It wants more emotional work. It wants to feel more something, anything. Okay. And it wants it more in the here and now, the Knights of Wands and the Five of Wands. So you have positive and then the negative. And your King of Cups is like, yeah, hey, that's some activity. It's something, right? Once more, I'm not laughing at you. I have a personality. I have a natural expression. So please don't take offense to it. Laughter for me is quite natural. I don't tend to suppress my personality. What's the point? It defeats the purpose of being alive or just being a person. So the Knight of Wands, Five of Wands, King of Cups. Yeah. In fact, your King of Cups is glad to see that there's some activity kicking around in there. beyond this kind of bored, detached state of like that, right? A little bit of fire, even if it's negative, seems to be better than this. So your King of Cups is like, yeah, now we got some activity going. Let's do this. Let's do this. So your restlessness is picking up. It's becoming sharper, and it's wanting you to do something. It's wanting you to do something by way of feeling. Just live through it. Allow yourself to live through it. I don't know why we're hanging back here in this sense of detachment and time, but it's not good enough. And I see you actually making decisions in the future that are allowing you to emotionally attach a little more somewhere outside of yourself. That's good. That's progress. So 2 of Wands, Page of Cups, Knight of Swords. I know that's not mind-blowing stuff, but for the Taurus I'm looking at, you've been holding, like you have these grip on the reins, and those reins weren't pulling very hard on your opening. Not at all. It was more like a loose grip. But now your energy has a big spike. Now you're going like this. Huh? What is this restlessness? And your King of Cups is smiling on this whole thing. It's like, yeah, it's about time you started feeling something more stronger. Let's go. Taurus, go. Let's go. 2 of Wands, Page of Cups, Knight of Swords. So again, it's not a lot, but you are making the decision soon to express yourself in some way, and it's finally external. And so there I see the pressure for you come down. Okay. So yeah, a little bit of decision-making from the heart space and taking action in your own interest can go a long way for Taurus, and that's what I see you doing. So what you're opening up towards, I don't know, but you're finally authorizing some energy in your best interest to get some of this tension out of you. So that's good. Okay, let's get some advice, please, for Taurus. Let's get some advice, please. Five of Swords, Ace of Swords, 5 of Wands. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Tricky. Very tricky. You've spent some time here denying what you know. You're saying, I don't know that. 5 of Swords, self-sabotage, Ace of Swords. That's an undisputed truth. This is anti-truth. And there's the fight. That's where your struggle's born. You're resisting those things you want to actually develop and put yourself into. I don't know why you feel such an inherent need to lie to yourself about what... Now, back here, I saw you hanging back. Yeah, some love energy would be nice, Christina, but not for me to do anything about it. That was part of the self-sabotage. You took your time with it, too. So you had a lot of time here to tell yourself, I'm not really feeling all that. You know, so you had a lot of time to talk yourself out of your truth here, the 5 of Swords and the Ace of Swords. And it's such a simple truth. You want to feel more. You want to be more emotionally engaged. You want to, like I said, wake up from the heart as well as the passion. Interest, intrigue, something, anything, right? And that's where the tension, the 5 of Wands, is born. When we don't honor ourselves and what we're feeling, you know, we create unnecessary conflicts within ourselves. And this is, again, I'm not touching you. This is 100% an unnecessary conflict. When look at the solution is so incredibly simple. 2 of Wands, Page of Cups, Knight of Swords. Take some action from your heart. Make decisions. Give yourself that space to breathe and express yourself, you know? Well, I don't have to do all this. What an unnecessary fight. It isn't it? Taurus, an unnecessary fight. Yeah, I know some of you just got real sensitive. Look, all signs have pros and cons. All signs. That kind of sense of need to delay, hold back, and refrain causes a lot of tension in you. It spikes, it rises. So yeah. Yeah. Release some of the energy. You'll be glad you did, and you will thank yourself. Okay, and that tension can come down. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Virgo, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Virgo, please. Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo. What's going on, please, for Virgo? Show me Virgo. Let's try that one more time. What's going on, please, for Virgo? All right. Three of Wands, Page of Pentacles, the Devil. The more or the longer we wait, the more it starts to feel bad, which is why I do not recommend waiting. Ace of Cups, the World, Page of Wands. Okay, we're making some progress here. Okay, Two of Cups, the Hanged Man, Judgment. You don't believe you'll have new love and time available to you, but you will. You have to believe that. I can see why you've refrained from the decision. The Virgo I'm looking at, not a judgment call. It's not an insult, so don't take it as one, please. It's a very simple baseline without clarification. I cannot see further, as much as I would love to do an in-depth on this one. But yeah, no, the longer you delay a decision, you will indeed close out opportunities and windows for yourself. So I can see why you stayed your hand. You've been waiting, Page of Pentacles, to make an investment, no matter how small, for a long time. And you will continue to do so long as you fear the results of your decision. The Devil. Okay. Fast forward, Ace of Cups, the World, Page of Wands. There is some energy here that admits in some way that the love for this is dead. Okay? Future, Two of Cups, Hanged Man, Judgment. There is equal love for you. A Hanged Man, Judgment. The longer we choose to not act in our own best interest, the longer it's going to take for that to show itself. Guys, so many people delay endings and things because they think there's nothing else in their future, and that kind of tells you how far that thinking can go. If we really convince ourselves there's nothing else out there for me, therefore I need to stay in whatever or keep myself chained to whatever, the devil can and will take over. Now, I can tell the process for you has just begun, darling. It's a couple of pages over major concepts. Nothing is being done at this time, because if we're just now allowing ourselves to see the influence or the truth for what it is, yeah, no, there's not going to be any action tied to it yet. But those pages are just now starting to realize the truth. The world is claiming this Ace of Cups, whatever this love is. It doesn't want to be renewed. Somebody doesn't want to renew it, and I think it's you. But you're like, I'm terrified to make that decision. You know? Because what if? What if I'm wrong? What if there's nothing else out there for me? If we completely subject ourselves to what ifs, we will always live in a state of what if, and that is the greatest crime of all, is to waste our own time. We can't get it back. Two of Cups, the Hanged Man, Judgment. I mean, the longer we delay an inevitable judgment call, we may never know true union. Two of Cups. Okay. I know it's serious stuff, guys. Like I said, I would love to do an in-depth with this one, but the only thing we're waiting on really is ourselves to see the truth, invest in the truth, and acknowledge the lack of heart space for this, specifically the renewal of it, keeping it going. That energy's been there. It's just the realization of it with pages is happening now. Okay. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please, for Virgo. Let's get that advice, please. Let's get some advice, please. Three of Cups, the Star, Six of Swords. We don't want to connect with this anymore. It doesn't mean to us what it used to. 30 Cups, the Star. I was telling somebody not too long ago, in order to understand your desire, your heart's desire, you actually have to reach for the star to understand if it's a sustainable one. Unless you reach for it, you will not know. To make it clearer, this is a known star to you. But now that you're in it and that you have it, it's in your life, you've connected with it often enough to understand you no longer desire to wish to connect with it because it's no longer a desire. You don't know if a star is for you until you start reaching for it. You've been reaching for this. You know what it is. You have no love for it, otherwise you wouldn't be thinking about exiting it. Okay? Whatever this is, perhaps it used to easily connect and it hasn't in a long time. Or that Three of Cups never reached its highest potential with the Ace of Cups. Perhaps the reason we were initially attracted to it is because it was so easy to connect with. But just because something or someone is so easy to connect with doesn't mean it's a sustaining ace. Or that it will still have its same value as the star over time. You know? Okay. Virgo, honey, I do hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Capricorn, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Capricorn, please. What's going on for Capricorn? What's going on, please, for Capricorn? Show me Capricorn, please. Let's do one more. Show me Capricorn. Okay. Two of Swords, King of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Magician, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Three of Swords, the Star, the Chariot. Okay. Okay. There's something here you're delaying. By the time you get to it, you'll wish you had done it sooner. Okay, so do keep that in mind. It's not a judgment. It's just where we are in this life. All I can do is report back to you pretty much what you already know, unless it's predictive. So it either resonates or it doesn't. Two of Swords, King of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. Now, to your full credit here, you're opening with, there's something here that causes me confusion. So I'm going to take it to rest with the Four of Swords. I need to contemplate on it. I need to meditate on it. I need to pray on it. However it is. It's your quiet time. It's your downtime. And the Four of Swords is a great time to sort out our Two of Swords, whatever it is. And that was done beautifully. Experience, as King of Pentacles, has told you to do this. It's your method. When confused, when in doubt, let it rest. Contemplate on it. Rest on it. Cool. Cool. All right, Queen of Swords, the Magician, Four of Pentacles. Now it's time to pony up the goods. Here is, I've made up my mind. Queen of Swords, very knowledgeable, as is the King. They also like results. So not only have we made up our mind, we are determined to take action. The Magician, I'm going to manifest. I'm going to do it. Just Four of Pentacles, not yet. So you went from I made up my mind, I'm going to do something, to just not right now. I'm not sure what happened there. You're still showing results, just in future. The only delay I'm seeing here that's going to add up to pain, kind of in that hindsight is 2020, I wish I had done this sooner kind of thing. So that's Three Swords, the Star, the Chariot. You do get to navigate a star path, but there is sadness there with the Three Swords in terms of shadows around it. Disappointment, we didn't do this sooner. Because in the Four of Pentacles and holding back from our manifestation, we end up causing a form of rejection within ourselves. If we know we want something, but refuse to act on it, we cause our own kind of heartbreak. Okay? And I just don't want people to experience that. But if you're not ready, you need to know that you're not ready. Because I don't want you to experience any sort of disappointment if you're going to pursue a Star of the Chariot. So you finally get on your pathway of high desirability. You're going to move towards the Chariot. But there's something here about that Three of Swords that because we refrained, because here we have the act of knowledge, this is what I want, unapologetically with the Magician, just not yet. That time delay is causing an ache here I can't fully see. But since it is rejection, it's coming up as small rejection. That shadow of doubt that sometimes encases our heart says, I wish I'd done this sooner. Or this star might have been so much easier or so much more navigable or so much more sorted if I had just noticed sooner. So my thing is, once you have that level of knowledge that says, I know what I'm doing and I want to manifest it, we pull it back several degrees with that Four of Pentacles. So I don't know how deep that Three of Swords goes. Hopefully it's not, because you're still showing me progress in something that means a lot to you, because now you're on your star path. But there's a Three of Swords attached to this. What it looks like exactly, I couldn't say. I still see you pursuing it, and I'm glad that you are. It makes you look happy. But there's that shadow of doubt attached to it that says, I wished I had, okay? So, do please be aware of that. Do be aware of that. I'm glad that you took the time to sort this out and to figure out what you want. It's just that delay effect with the Four of Pentacles causes a Three of Swords, okay? I don't know that it's full-on rejection, because you're still going. Let's get some advice, please, for Capricorn. Six of Wands, Four Cups, Seven of Swords. That's what it is. It's confidence. Confidence. Six of Wands, Four Cups, to Seven of Swords. Okay. Our confidence isn't 1,000% where we want it. So by the time you finally get comfortable with moving forward to this, it's coming up as the sense of I almost missed it, or I could have missed it, or now something's harder than it has to be. So the time delay thing is real, guys. When you stand in your power, you say you know what you want, and you're prepared to act on it, just not right now. I am seeing what looks like a preventable ripple effect. Okay. I know confidence is a thing, particularly with Capricorn. You want to move with confidence, and you want assurance that what you really, really want is yours. And that's going to require some level of confidence to enter in whatever it is you're trying to do. So if we're going to wait for confidence, please understand waiting can have consequences. I don't know. It could be a timing issue. I'm waiting for the timing to be right. Again, there's really no such thing. When you say you know what you want, it's best to act on it at this point. Okay? That way, whatever you receive isn't some half measure of results. Okay? So I understand confidence is here, and we're trying to pretend like it's not an issue. Again, not an accusation, guys. I read the cards. We're trying to act like confidence isn't an issue. It is. Let this guide you. I know this to be true. You don't need confidence for that when you know something's true. Okay? All right, Capricorn, I do hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Scorpio, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Just a heads up. On your Celtic cross towards the end, I said, not again. Not again. So that whole thing with you connecting with someone, it starts out light just right, and then boop, that past strong connection comes back at the wrong time. Much too late. I said, not again. You see my face. And I had to pull it back and was like, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's like, it's not your fault. But it's like, I need the collective to move past this point in their particular history or timeline, because for many of you, it hasn't unfolded yet, which is why I keep seeing it. And this is how collectives move, like this. Okay. So yeah, if you're not interested in saying that again, go ahead, feel free to skip your Celtic cross. It just came in with a little bit more detail this time. So I was like, well, hopefully that's a good marker for me that we're past this point of influence, or we will be. Okay? That clearly needs to play out. It clearly needs to play out so I can see other things. Okay? Honey. Seriously. It's still beautiful. There it is. There's that Six of Cups coming in. Introductory. It was a Six of Cups you have yet to meet, just developing, very sweet. And then there's that lover that came back saying you're an empress. Too little, too late. I was like, not again. Not. I'll tell you what, if I had a hat, I'd eat it. Okay, that's enough of that. Show me Scorpio, please. What's going on for Scorpio? I better not see it on your Sunday check. I can't. Okay, I don't have a choice in that. That's fine. Still, I don't want to see it again. I want to see other things for Scorpio. Thank you. What's going on, please, for Scorpio? Show me Scorpio. Show me Scorpio, please. Saw a fantastic visual of the lovers the other day, something that was entirely unexpected on my end. So I will tell you right now, I'm not a Swiftie. I don't Taylor Swift it. I'm the wrong demographic. Let's put it that way. No, I'm not really generally, as a rule, into pop. Pop by definition cannot be sustained because but no, something visually caught my attention. It was Fortnite, the main single for her newest album. And Fortnite actually has a beautiful representation, visually speaking, of the lovers and that unspoken exchange that two people feel powerfully without any words. That was a beautiful representation. That's what the lovers' connection, more or less, if we could visually represent it, that would look like. So, yeah, FYI, that one caught my attention. I've been listening to it. Has some beautiful lyrics. Simple, but beautiful. Nine of Swords, the Devil, Queen of Cups. You got some repetitive thoughts knocking around? Okay, you're still you with that Queen of Cups, but you got some repetitive thoughts in there. I don't like them. They're a little too twisted. They're a little too loud for me. And they are ruminatory, okay? So they're going over and over on themselves, okay? Like, say, a song you dislike, and you're hearing it over and over again. Well, that's a Scorpio's thoughts, okay? And they feel a little entrapping, all right? All right, Knights of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Moon. Good, 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 good. This is your opportunity to deep dive into that material with the Moon. See, thank you. I've been wanting to see something different for you, something more to you. Ten of Cups, the World, the Two of Wands. Okay, 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 okay. There's something here that you are or will enter a phase of being fastidious with. And that I mean really taking it to Matt, you know, the Moon. The Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, take your time. Do your job in there. Do what it is you need to do. Learn what it is you need to learn, because this is not sustaining. It does not help you mentally, and it does not help you emotionally. Don't get me wrong, your heart space is still there. It's still beautiful. You're telling me I mean well. I mean well. This is important to me. This is important to me, but I can't get out of my head. Okay, it's because it's your thoughts that are not helping you. You need to go into the Moon and see their origin. Okay. So that Nine of Swords is the Devil, like I said, that's really intense rumination. That's the needle stuck in the groove, you name it. Not helping us. Okay? So I know you mean well, but it's not your mind that needs the examination here. It's your deepest recesses of your heart, something that you have been neglecting. You cannot have that level of mental activity that has become patternized and grossly negative without having some really neglected stuff. So I want you to get in there and unneglect it. The Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. That is real active work, but do take your time with it, okay? Some of you might be out of touch with your Moon energies. We're a little bit more comfortable going in here, so this might be very neglected for you then, okay? Famously, one of our cons as Scorpio is that when we want to avoid something emotionally, we will. Mean well or no, we will go out of our way to avoid it if it means emotional depths that we just don't want to deal with, right? Because once you commit to that particular avenue, you have to stay there. And you're like, no, I'd rather just keep all that in my head. Thank you. That's really comfortable. So obviously that's not working for you. At what point you switch over into active moon diving, I don't know, but you need to. It's overdue. Okay? It's coming from me. Ten of Cups, the World, Two of Wands. This is a decision you'll be looking at in future. And no doubt this is what's been under your moon this whole time. What you've been trying to so intensely not look at is the active dissolution of something. Ten of Cups. It does not have to be a significant other, spouse, etc. It's looking like it's close to home. Family dynamic. Any sort of family dynamic. This is what we've been trying to avoid. Not pretty for us, because you said, you made it clear that your good intentions in your love space is important to you. So if you're looking at ending a dynamic within your very familiar circles, that's going to be uncomfortable for any Scorpio. Okay. You have to understand the obligation of the King and Queen of Cups is such that says, no matter how difficult this is, I am obligated by my own existence from the heart to understand that I love this or that I don't love this. I hate this, I don't hate this. I forgive this, I don't forgive this. That's what it is to be an emotionally mature person. That's it. You got the skills for the job, I know it. It's just you have an active delay effect because this one hits close to home. Okay? Make sense? So I don't know what's in that. Ten of Cups is the emotional rainbow. It's the harmony of your equalization efforts between yourself and other people who are close. Family, friends, that kind of thing. Of course, spouse too, dependent, something. The world, the decision is at your disposal to close it out with the world. Okay? But you can finally put this to rest. Okay? If you understand your heart space the way you say you do, this is as much as your responsibility in understanding it as anything else. What the reasons are, I don't know, but you not taking care of it has not done you any favors. Okay? I see how it plays out. This is the bill I'm always talking about to people. If you don't take care of your stuff, you pay the bill. I don't know how long you've been trying to not pay the bill or causing more interest, but it's here and it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for anybody. Okay? Go into the moon and understand it so you can make a clear, level-headed decision for yourself in the future. Okay. Okay. Let's get some advice, please, for Scorpio. Ace of Pentacles, the Hermit, Four of Cups. Yeah, okay. So just be aware, it is your choice to try to repair something, but the thing is, you've already tried it, it doesn't work. You've tried it. What are you going to do when your repairs and your offers for repairs don't take or somebody won't accept them? From a sincere place in you, the Hermit and Ace of Pentacles, you have been trying to really offer repair efforts, brand new beginning. We can work this out. Let's you and me reinvest in this. What do you say? Let's repair whatever this relationship is. Again, it doesn't have to be a significant other. It's just something that's close to you. But you have been continuously unhappy with the results. This is what you need to take to Matt. If you had resolution, real healing based on real offer to work and sincere gestures, and you're still dissatisfied with the results, this is what's been kicking around in your head. But you haven't gone to that place yet that says, I should probably stop trying to connect to it and stop trying to heal it. Stop trying to put myself into it because we're not happy with the results. If this had worked, you would have shown me. So what happens, as those people all the time, what happens when these offers to heal don't take? What do you do? Okay. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Pisces, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Pisces, please. Show me Pisces. Show me Pisces. Show me Pisces. What's going on, please? For Pisces. Show me Pisces, please. Okay. Eight of Swords, the Hierophant, the Nine of Swords. Oh, ouch. Too much mental stress. And yet commitments, trying to stand up between all the... Oh my goodness, that's too much. Four Swords, the Justice, Three Cups. Okay. Okay. What do I stand by? Page of Cups, the Knight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. You got this. You got this. I know on that hard opening, you're like, I don't got this, Christina. I don't... Whatever this is, I can't commit to a decision. Right? Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. It's literally one sword away from each other. So that's... Right? That's a lot of blindness, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You're like, if I had a decision, I'd stand by it. The Hierophant. I would. Your higher self says, I need to consolidate my thoughts, get on Team Pisces, and make a decision. I agree with you. You do, because that's way too much mental anguish. I promise you there's a truth in there. There is. And once you know what it is, the Hierophant can stand by it. So that Hierophant's trying to come forward to claim a thought, any thought that makes sense, and says, this is my truth. I need to be able to give me something to stand by, Pisces. I need something to stand by, because that's what the Hierophant wants. He wants clarity so he knows what to stand up for. Four Swords, Justice, Three Cups. Simply, We need to rest on this, and I mean really rest, allow ourselves to mentally relax around this subject, and allow ourselves to feel what justice is in this situation. What is the right thing to do? We need to ask ourselves this quietly and privately on our own time without influence. Four Swords, just, why do I feel like people are aiding and abetting that? There's a reason I said that. You need to go in quietly without influence. Are you getting a bunch of... That's not making this any easier? Lots of opinions in there that aren't just yours. And you actually, through everyone else's opinions, you can't hear your own. You don't know what to stand up for. There's too many thoughts. It's just too many. There's too many thoughts. So that tells me maybe half of them aren't yours. It's one of those things where people mean to give well-intended advice, but it doesn't seem to help. No. So you need to get quiet time. You need to get some quiet time, honey. You need to do what's right for you. And it's in there. The answer's in there. You can hear it. You can feel it. But it needs to be quiet and done on your own time without other people's thoughts, words, or influence. Good, bad, poorly intended, emotional. Because you don't always know who you're getting advice from, honey. You don't know if they're emotionally calibrated. You don't know if they're spiritually calibrated. You don't know. People have intense wills and agendas just like you do. So listen to yourself on this one. Four Swords, Justice, Three Cups. When you listen to yourself, I mean really listen to yourself, you can feel justice. The right thing to do here is to try to bring something together. Three Cups, what it is, I don't know. But it's the first time you have a thought that actually feels quiet and right for you, not someone else, for you. And that's all I care about. And you have this, like, I want to connect to something. That's what I feel, honestly, between me and no one else that feels correct. You may not know why, you may not have the words, but it's just a flow of justice. You can't mistake it. Something either feels correct or it doesn't. And you're saying something to connect with something or somebody feels correct. And maybe you don't have the words, but you know it's correct. Okay? Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. Yes. Listen to yourself. Relinquish a little bit of energy. I was telling Taurus, a little bit of that can go a long way. Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. You'll be so glad you did, because the decision is correct for you. Your energy's on point and is coming from a place of self and autonomy. There's something here about the individual self we need to be leaning in towards, not other people's thoughts or opinions. Like I said, you don't know where they're coming from, but you can understand where yours are coming from. Something either feels correct to you or it doesn't. So with a little bit of opening up, like I said, it goes a long way and really lends to who you are. I'm seeing someone connect to you in that energy too. So if that helps you. Okay. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please, for Pisces. Let's get some advice, please, for Pisces. Seven of Wands, the Eight of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, your Eight of Swords here has had a long time to take root. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. I know this is going to be easier said than done, but you're going to have to use that Seven of Wands to squash that. Stop listening to that I don't know. It's had way too long to take root. You're getting a lot of mixed answers and feedback, and while I'm sure it's all well-intended and meant to be helpful advice, it hasn't been. I want you to squash all that. So once more, you can be quiet and listen to yourself, because you actually have the answer right here. Everything begins with the self. That included your answer too. Don't get me wrong. Influence is a good thing if it's correct. So what happens when you're constantly met with influence that's not correct? Well-intended, possibly nice, maybe even constructive, but not what you would personally do or want to do. Squash it. Thank you very much. I've had a long time to sit with those thoughts. Thank you for that. I need to do this, though, for me. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Cancer, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Cancer, please. Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer, please. What's going on for her? Cancer. Show me Cancer, please. All right. The Chariot, that's you. Queen of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Okay. You will be making up your mind relatively soon about a Five of Pentacles. Ooh, what you gonna do? Temperance, the Magician, Judgment. You're saying, oh, wow, you're saying that's 100% my choice. I believe you. Good job. We'll get back to that. Hold on. Let's see. Four of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Two of Cups. I got you. Okay. Okay. You are doing something extraordinarily powerful that you say is right for you. I just had a pep talk with Pisces about that. You're going to be living that particular energy soon. And I can tell it's something that you have wrestled with, but the conclusion is within grasp. Typically, that's true for everybody. We are our own best solutions for anything we decide upon or in terms of action. We just have to know. Okay. So the Chariot, Queen of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Your particular energy has demanded, and I mean demanded in almost real sense, a sense of decision-making and movement. You want to overcome a breach that is the Five of Pentacles. I didn't know how. I didn't know what that meant. You're either moving towards the Five of Pentacles and declaring it as such, something is broken, or you're determined to move past it. I didn't know which one you were. You're saying you're going to be determined to move past it. You're saying you want results, that there's a break here, you recognize it, and you have made a determination recently to fix it. What that means, I don't know, because you're showing me phenomenal amounts of energy, willpower needing to do this. So like I said, not cash for the Cancer I'm looking at today. Temperance, the Magician, Judgment. It took you a long time to understand this. Okay? It took you a long time spiritually to get in tune with it. The mental and emotional piece was easy in comparison. You're saying the spiritual construct is what you had to tune in. That's a lot of it too. Temperance, the Magician, Judgment. You're saying it took you time to understand you wanted to do this, and that you are also saying it's my decision. Judgment. Good. I love it when people embrace their decisions. You're embracing this at a kind of larger scale, so that tells me, like I said, the mental and emotional piece was easy. Getting this to spiritually line up for you, not so easy. This was probably the most difficult piece by far. What it is you're trying to accomplish, I don't know, because the output is so simple, but sometimes we have to have all this background noise, this background data, this background influence before we can deliver something that on the surface looks so incredibly simple. So let me show you what I see is happening. Four of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Two of Cups. You are showing me that you want to do something, you're excited to do it, but that you are having to cut your energy back a little bit in order to meet it. I don't know why. It's almost like you're saying, I can't show too much excitement. I need to... Okay? It's also like you're saying, don't be nervous, but also, P.S., don't show too much energy and don't show the wrong kind of energy because something is important to you. You're trying to convey emotional importance to someone or meet them halfway. Given the power strides behind... Power strides. Okay. Some of you power stride, or you have a power stride. Anyway, I don't know why that stuck out the way it did, but it did. Anyway, I see, because of all the activities on you, coming from you, behind you, being generated by you, I can really tell that this is your decision. You're owning it. You also open up with your own particular Chariot, which is a very forceful movement. Okay, it comes from the heart. And then we have the mental energy here. We're going to overcome this breach. Okay. You're saying, I 100% own this decision. I want to do this. My own spiritual energy is behind my cause. I got to do this. And then the output is Four of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Two of Cups. So it's like, don't be nervous. Don't show too much energy, but don't be negative either. Two of Cups. So there is emotional meeting or union between yourself and someone else. And you are really trying to carefully, and I mean carefully, gauge your energetic output to connect with it. Keeping it in check, checks and balances, I don't know. Because these two are lovely, light, and positive. And the Four of Pentacles seems to concern itself here with the actual rush of energy. It's like, okay, we're here now, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. But this remains the same, Two of Cups, the emotional union and or meeting. So like I said, that's quite the power thrust coming just from you. So I see you connecting to this and hoping that it meets you halfway. I believe it does, whatever is his. But I like this. So long as you are on board with you, that's all that matters. Okay? And I like this. This is consolidated self. And what my favorite piece is like, this is my decision. It's mine. I'm doing this. Okay? I like that. I like that. That's good energy. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please. It's almost like you're giving me, okay, what do I have to lose vibes. I'm not sure. Oh, perhaps you're right. Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Sun. Yeah. There it is. There's that growth period for you. Seven of Pentacles, where there's a lot going on in the background. Ace of Pentacles, the Sun. You've thought a lot about this, my friend. And you're like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to invest in this. It will make me happy. So there's a strong Ace of Pentacles in here, but it took time to develop it. You're showing me heavy notes of 3D practicality and enrichment for you. This part you knew you could do, the delivery. It's everything that was leading up to it. That's what took time to develop. Knowing that it was right for you. That's the thing. That's the real trick, yeah? Like I said, the mental and emotional and even the physical part was easy compared to the spiritual background noise, which was building and building and building. Listening to yourself, owning the decision, taking time, temperance, understanding this is what you wanted to do. So that new opportunity or renewed opportunity, which way it is, I couldn't say. I have no idea. This is either a new investment or a known one that we could reinvest in. Point is, it represents happiness at the end of the day, a lot of it. So, looks like a good decision to me. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Hey everybody, just a quick reminder that the ask for likes and subscribes and shares, that remains a constant for all YouTubers, more so now than ever before, ever since YouTube switched over to an algorithm that is dictated by trending as opposed to subscriber merit. It has been very hard for smaller and medium-sized channels to get the circulation that they need. So like always, your likes and your shares and your commentary provide a lot of help and assistance to channels like mine. So the more you do this, the more it helps us, I promise you. So just once more, that kind of obligatory, hey guys, like, share, subscribe. It's there for a reason, okay? But thank you for your help and your support like always. It helps keep the channel going in its own way, I promise you. You guys, I hope this Sunday check-in was of help to you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Be well.